everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would do a 1-year kayak review on the Oldtown Sportsman 106Pdl. So let's jump into the boat, go through the things I like, a couple of things I don't like. Then I'm going to show you how I get out on the water with it, what I put in it, where, and we'll go from there. All right guys, we're going to go from bow to stern. So let's start here up front. Again, we've got the drain plug. We've gone through that. I haven't had to use this, thank goodness. Been out on the water. This thing stays very dry in all the conditions that I've been out there. And if you watched the last video, there was quite a bit of precipitation. If you haven't, I'm going to go ahead and link it up above for you to see now. So we've got a molded in handle here. This insert here seems to be a little bit flimsy, like it might be able to pop out of there a couple of times, but the overall handle itself seems very sturdy and in place. The front hatch, I like one hand operation there. Pop it open, it's very tight. As you can see in here, it is bone dry in there, a lot of space. I have not gotten to putting storing rods and stuff like that in here, like I've seen other people do. I do have some mods I'm going to do with my fish finder that I haven't put on here yet, believe it or not. I haven't put that on yet, but we're going to do that, and that's probably where I'm going to hold the battery in here. So next we've got down in there is the scupper hole for the transducer mount. So I am going to do that. I did get the mount for that. I do have a mount for the rails, so we'll go through that. This is the pedal drive. This is what propels it, and I'm telling you what, I really like this drive. I think Oldtown did a fantastic job when it came to this pedal drive. It's fairly quiet, it's very powerful. I love it. It takes a lot of abuse. All right guys, let's take a look at this here. As you can see, it's got some scrapes here. It's got I put it through some use. I fish some very shallow water, and this thing handles the abuse very well. And I just can't recommend this any more than I already do. This is a fantastic pedal drive unit. It's very quiet on the water and powerful enough to get you through wherever you need. All right, so back in the boat with the pedal drive deployed, as you can see down here below, runs pretty well. Very smooth, fairly quiet. When it's deployed, it gives you a lot of space here on the deck for whatever you might need. This is very important. This is a waterproof dry box, so I keep my spare GoPro batteries and charger in here when out on the water. That way it's out of the rain or anything that might any waves that might come over. I haven't had any issue with that. I have been in some some spots where I wasn't exactly satisfied with the way I was going through a riffle or something like that. But all in all, this boat took it well. It's very quick to get it up out of the way if you do get into some shallow water. So that's another plus, which it happens for me as well. These pads here, I'm a short guy, so I have my seat pulled up pretty far, so I really don't get to use these a whole lot. I have stood in this, and in fact I have caught a few fish standing up in this kayak not that long ago. So thank you, buddy. First fish standing up in the kayak. All right, so moving on to the rest of the cockpit here. I do like these little rubber sides here, these netting. I do use this a lot. So over there, I always have my forceps, my pliers, and any other tools that I'm using out on the water. I do keep that in there. Sometimes I do put my scale over here, or a package of baits or something, depending on what I'm using here, which I really like. Right above that, we do have the rail system, which I do use on this side. This is where I do put my GoPro camera mount. I am planning on putting the fish finder on the other side, so we'll see how that goes when I get into that. That's something we'll do over the winter here. Next is the seat. I do like the seat. It is pretty comfortable. I wish that you know, it was a little bit more, had a higher or a lower position, but you know, all in all, it's okay for me the way it is. It's got plenty of storage space underneath, as you can see under there. Should I need to store something under here, I've got plenty of space to do that. And I do from time to time slide a rod in here while I'm pedaling, so that I don't have to put it back in the back storage. Underneath the seat here, I haven't really used that much. You know, I did put a towel or something under there, so I do see some uses for it. I just haven't to this point. So as you can see, like I said, I'm not that tall of a guy, so I've got I'm only on the fourth hole back, and it's got plenty of space to go back. So for you bigger guys out there, taller guys, you know, you've got plenty of leg room here to go and move it back. So all that does for me is affords me more storage in the back, and we'll get to that when I rig it back up and show you. Next, coming down over here, we've got the rudder control. Moves everything left and right back there, and tightens it down. On the other side, over here, you've got the rudder deployment. So it deploys the rudder and brings it back up. I don't know why it does that at an angle. Not 100% sure, but I am going to work on that over the winter as well. All right, moving back here, we've got another dry spot back here. I don't use this. What I do is I put my anchor back here. So you'll see that when I rig it up. This right here is a forward-facing rod holder, which to me comes in very handy when landing a fish and you've got them in the net and you need to, you know, you need both hands. You can put that rod in here and you've got both hands. Right below that is the paddle keeper with a strap to hold it in there. So I do throw the paddle there, and I don't strap it down unless I'm out on the river. That way it's quick and easy access for me. Then back here on both sides, we have flush mount rod holders going backwards. I do use both of these, and we'll see that in just a moment. And this is the bungee system for the back. Tank well is very big. I have plenty of room for my crate and a small cooler back here on those hot days where I do put a couple of drinks in. So, and then moving back here, we do have the rudder, and it has gotten a lot of use. So as you can see, it might be need a little tightening here. So I'm going to work on that, but for right now, that's the walkthrough. It does have one more thing. It does have a spot for a shallow water anchor, a power pole, or something of that nature. But that's it, guys. That's the quick walkthrough. Now, the things I don't like about the boat. Number one, being a short guy, I wish I did have more room up here in the cockpit. Not a big deal when this is deployed, okay? There's still plenty of room when it's deployed. So if I'm fishing a lake, it's really not an issue. But I fish a lot of rivers and streams and creeks. So they do sometimes that is an issue where I will have to fish with this up like this for quite some time as I'm going through real shallow water, but not a huge deal. Another thing, I did wish that they had these track mounts back here. I would like to, and I probably will install myself some tracks back here so that I can move my GoPro mount from up there to back here. I do like this camera angle for kayak fishing, so I might do that this winter as well, and we'll see how that goes. But let me throw my stuff in here, show you how I rig it up, and you guys can let me know what you think. All right guys, here it is rigged up. Here's what I do every time when I go out. I have my anchor attached over here. I am going to put an anchor trolley on here so that I can move the anchor up and back as I need. But I did mention I do put the anchor, this is where I store it, back here behind the seat. I have my landing net back here too. The two rear facing rod holders I use, and then I put my crate back in here, and I am going to do some work on this crate and add a lid, and then I have 3 more rods back here, and I did zip tie a PVC here just to add 1 more quick rod holder. So when I go out on the water, I typically take 5 rods with me, and this is what it looks like. All right guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Again, the 1-year review on the 106 PDL. All in all, I am very happy with this boat. It very maneuverable, gets into everywhere I want to get to, and it allows me with this pedal drive unit to cover a lot more water than I would if I was just paddling. So I recommend it. I got mine at Lancaster County Marine over in Ephrata, PA. So if you're over there, check those folks out. They sell all kinds of boats, kayaks, canoes, pretty much anything for the water out there. So go ahead and check them out, and you know, let them know that Average Dad sent you in, and see if you can't get one of these 106 PDLs for yourself. If you enjoyed following along today, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and if you don't mind, share the channel as we march towards that 1,000 subscriber goal. We've got a lot of stuff coming for you. It's almost winter time, so we're gonna get out trout fishing, and you know, I have to take the occasional trip down to Florida. I've already got a couple planned for early next year in 2024. So you know what that means. That's right. Gonna hook up with Captain Medi while we're down there, take some customers or some friends out fishing. But until then, I'll see you on the water. If you see me in the PDL running down the river, go ahead, stop, say hi. We'll catch you next time.